breath. So if you can, throughout your flow, throughout your practice, keep redirecting your attention to your breath and try to keep those inhales and exhales going throughout your whole practice. We don't want to hold our breath. We don't want to get stuck. We want to use the breath. Okay? You can use it as a focal point, and it's really good to keep the breath flowing. Okay? Keep the body flowing. C is really curiosity and childlike. So your practice, you can be curious about your practice, curious about your movements, your joints, your muscles, your bones, curious about your breath. Just be curious. That's kind of childlike. That's how we were when we were younger. So try to bring that childlike attitude back into your mind, into your thoughts. ABCs. All right, and then today we're going to add a G for grateful. We're going to try to stir up some gratitude as we move. Let's start in a comfortable seated position, making a little mind shift here to our place on the mat, and bring your attention to the breath, the body, and just starting to relax the shoulders, but get that nice tall spine. Okay, you're going to feel your sits bones, the two big bones down here. Feel those root down on your mat and lengthen up through your spine all the way to the crown of your head. Imagine that you're balancing a block on your head. Or you remember the days when it was an encyclopedia, perhaps, working on balance and posture. This gives us a nice long airway in which to breathe. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, and just settle in, landing on your mat. And then notice your breath. Notice the inhales, notice the exhales. Don't change anything, just allow it to be. It's your breath, it's very unique to you. Just bring your awareness to the inhale and the exhale. Taking a little time just to settle in on your mat, coming into the present moment, noticing your breath, your body, being curious, allowing however you're feeling, and just welcoming all that onto the mat. And then we're going to expand the breath a little here. So you can keep your eyes closed or open your eyes. We're just going to take a bigger inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. Good, good. And then come back to your regular breath. Notice if you're still sitting up nice and tall, or have you collapsed a little, getting rounded in the back. Try to keep that space. We're going to create a lot of space today in our practice. Lengthening, opening pathways, opening the spinal cord, separating the vertebra, bringing that breath into the body, and exhaling. We'll let go of things that no longer serve us. Okay. So open your eyes. Take your hands out to the sides. Remember to take care of yourself through your yoga practice. Okay, you know yourself better than anybody. If you have any conditions, past injuries, or present injuries, just be very mindful of that. Okay, be good to yourself. Take those arms out to the sides. We're going to inhale, lifting the arms, lifting the gaze. Exhale, lower. Look down, stretching the back of your neck. Keep that back nice and tall. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale down. Spread those fingers, lengthen through the arms. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale down. Tuck the chin. Inhale. Exhale. Get long on those sides of the body. 2 more. Bring those arms up, clasp the fingers, inhale, turn those arms inside out, palms reach up towards the sky. Inhale here, exhale here. Arms flow down, inhale back up. Repeat this pattern, cultivating the breath in and out of the nose now. In and out of the nose. In yoga, we use this breath to heat from the inside out. So give it a try. If you're congested, you can use your mouth, no worries. Again, lengthen through the arms, lengthen the spine. Head can go up and down as well. If you want to keep opening the neck, the front of the throat. Again, be curious. Notice your shoulders. Notice the sensation. Notice your core. Engaging the core here, lifting the belly in and up. Inhale, last time up towards the sky. Exhale, float the arms down. Good. We're going to add a little twist here. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, left arm to right knee, right fingertips behind you. Stay here. Use your left hand on your leg for a little guidance. Press into the earth with your right hand to get extension through the spine and through your twist. Maybe the gaze can go a little further. It doesn't have to. The twist is really in the upper body here. Breathe in and out. In and out of the nose. Come back to the breath. Inhales, make sure that spine is getting nice and long and tall. As you exhale, keep that height and let the air flow out of your nose. Good. On your next inhale, reach up. Imagine a beautiful rainbow. Trace the rainbow. Right hand comes to left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Inhales, lengthen you up. Exhales, keep the height. Keep that tall spine and let the air come out. Doesn't matter how far you go in your twist. Everybody's range of movement here will be a little different. Focus on your breath and the length in your spine. Good. Now we're going to flow this. Inhaling up over the rainbow and exhale here. Inhale. Exhale over to the left. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Keep going. Find your flow. Find your breath. Find your twist. Good. One more each side. Find a little smile. And then reach back up to the sky. Come center, palms facing each other. Palms can touch. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause here. Keep breathing. Notice the prana starting to stir in your body. Prana is like energy, vitality. You might be feeling a little more awake. You might feel a little tingling in your hands. Good. And then bring your hands behind you. Bring your feet out pretty wide here. You can be on a mat, by the way, or you can just be on the carpet today. It's fine if you're on the carpet because we're staying on the ground and we're going to wave the legs here, right and left. Kind of opening up the hips here and warming up the hips. Big ball and socket joint. Make any adjustments. If you need to move your arms up a little or spread your legs out a little further, your feet, you're just waving the knees. Get that hip involved, a little bit of twist there. And again, doesn't matter how far you go. Be curious about your body, your amazing joints. Now, where's the breath? Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to add the arm. Alternating side to side, keeping the breath flowing, getting a nice stretch in the side body. Good. Come back to center. Bring those soles of the feet together. And sit up on those sits bones again. See if you can find them. Wiggle them back a little bit. Hands to the shins here. Or if you want to clasp around the feet with your thumbs inside your feet, you can. We're going to inhale and lengthen up the spine again, creating space from the tailbone, those sits bones and tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. And then we're going to inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Any amount, little tiny bits are fine. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Lead with your heart. Keep your gaze looking forward or out way in front of you, just so you don't round down. Try to keep the shoulders spread apart, heart lifts. Draw the belly in a little, exhaling forward, inhale up. Feel yourself kind of pulling out of those hips. One more, and exhale, lower. Maybe you stay here, pressing those elbows into the legs. Your feet might be out a little bit further, that's fine. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling, lifting the heart, exhaling, pressing into those legs with your arms, getting a little bit of a stretch in the inner groins, inner lines of the legs. Good. You're also getting a nice stretch in these big muscles in the low back. Come on up, bring your knees together, and just give those legs a hug. Little self-love here. And then come on into your tabletop. So tabletop, hands right underneath those shoulders, and knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers wide, nice flat back. And we're going to wake up the feet a little here. Just kind of patting those feet, making a little noise. And then tucking the toes, stretching the arches of the feet, kneading the toes side to side, being good to our feet. We forget about our feet. They do so much for us. There's a little gratitude there for my feet and all they do for me. Gotta take care of those feet. Keep them awake and alive and mobile. Click your heels together 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There's no place like home, right? Little reminder. We're certainly getting a reminder of that. All right, let's go into our cat-cows here. So you can keep your toes tucked. Inhale, drop the belly, look straight ahead, strengthen through your arms. On your exhale, drop the head, lift the belly, press into the toes. Inhale, come back to that cow pose. Cows have a sunken back. Cats have a rounded back sometimes, especially that Halloween cat. Inhale to your cow. Exhale to cat. One breath, one movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. What does it feel like here to marry the breath with your movement? Slowing the breath down a little, bringing awareness to the breath as you wave the spine, opening and closing front of the vertebrae and back of the vertebrae. Be curious and allow your experience to happen. Inhale forward. And this time exhale back. Find your child's pose. Come to the tops of the feet. Stretch the arms out long. TP the fingertips. Imagine there's a golf ball under each hand. The wrists are going to come up. Press into all 10 fingers. Hollow out the armpits and get length again through that torso. Inhale, feel your belly expand on the thighs. Exhale, let it go out of the nose. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it go. Come on back into your tabletop. We're going to take the left foot out to the side behind you. Make sure the left hand is under the left shoulder or just a little bit outside of, coming out in front of that shoulder a bit. And then extend your right leg. Okay? So find stability here. That foot is parallel to the back edge of my mat. Toes are forward. And I'm going to make a nice tall shape here with my arms reaching up to the sky. Stacking the shoulders, pressing into those 10 fingers, pressing into my right foot, and using this back foot for a kickstand. We're going to inhale here, maybe gaze up at the thumb, reach the arm over the head, and bring it down for a big circle. Nice and slow, inhaling up. Look up, watch your thumb, your gaze can follow your hand, and make a big circle forward. If you have any shoulder issues, your circle might be a little smaller. You can bend at the elbow if you need to. Think of a big water wheel here, tracing that water wheel. Good, one more. Pause with your arm over and press through the hips a little, getting a nice side stretch. Arm can arc. Press, press, press. The head can relax. And get a nice opening on that right side. Beautiful. And then bring that arm to the leg. You can lift the leg here for a little bit of adductors, and you can lower and lift a couple of times if you want to add a little bit of this hip strengthening move. Arm can stay up while you do that as well. And you can try pointing the toes or flexing the foot, pressing out through the heel. Two options there. Bring that arm back down, come back to your tabletop, and just circle those hips around. Coming to the other side, and I'm just going to rotate around so I don't have my back to you. Here we're going to kickstand the right foot behind you, right arm underneath that right shoulder, and left arm rises. So left toes facing forward, and left hip is facing up. Open the chest. Arms are at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Lengthen up here, pressing into the earth with whatever is on the ground. Okay, your foundation, your right hand, your right leg, and your left foot. Inhale, maybe look up at the thumb. Exhale, let that arm come over. And then start your circles. Big circle, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Maybe the gaze can follow the hand. Use that back leg for your stability. Right foot is helping you to keep your balance, pressing into those right fingers. Finding a nice smooth movement. Good, that last one, come up and over, let your arm arc, press your hips forward slightly, draw the belly in, and really breathe into this beautiful stretch. Opening up that left side, the head can relax, soften your face, your eyes, your jaw. Again, come back to the breath, inhales and exhales. You can gaze down at that right hand, might help you with your balance. And then come on down, bring that arm down, bring the feet back, and stretch back to your child's pose. TP the fingertips again to stretch out that right wrist. We can also flip-flop the hands here like this. That kind of helps loosen up the wrists. And another one I like to do, open and close the fists. Kind of turning, rotating, being curious about how that feels. Okay, self-care. That's a good one too, waving the hands. Okay, come on back up. We're going to come into a plank pose. Okay, so we have options for plank. Okay, number one here, you can come into your full plank. Knees up, legs up, hips up. Tailbone draws down, shoulder blades are protracting. So there's a little dome in the shoulder blades. Arms are very strong here. Eyes of the elbows are facing forward. And this is the eye of my elbow. So in my plank, there's this rotation. Eyes of the elbows come slightly forward here. There's a wrist crease, eye of the elbow, shoulder all in line. Okay? So you can hold plank and tap into your breath. Option number two, come down here. Tops of the feet on the mat, lower the belly a little bit. You're in one long line of energy from crown to knees. Breathe. Either variation, you're strengthening the shoulder girdle, pressing the earth away. Okay? And then wherever you are, come down to the knees. Take your hands, make sure they're right underneath your shoulders. We're just going to do a simple little push-up here, good for bone strength, okay, good for osteoporosis. Inhale, or osteopenia, or any bone strength, whether you have that or not. A little resistance, halfway down. My elbows are bending back. This is kind of a yogi, good prep for your chaturangas. Going to help you with other asanas in yoga, and also just help you overall. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale. Last one. Ooh, a little fire in the arms. Good job. Now we're going to lower all the way to the belly. Come all the way down. We're going to take those arms out to the side, airplane arms. Take your feet together, lengthen your legs out behind you. Take your chin to the mat, or the rug, or your towel, and exhale fully. Lengthen those legs, activate the legs and lift them up together. Doesn't matter how high, just give them a little lift. You can open the feet if it feels better on your sacrum, your low back. Wiggle your toes, keep your chin grounded, arms and hands are grounded. Lift the legs. And then exhale, lower the legs. All the air out. Inhale, we're going to lift the arms, the head, the chest, the shoulders. Keep the feet down if you can. Imagine I'm holding your feet down gently. Lift the arms, thumbs up towards the sky here, trying to open the shoulders. Breathe. Definitely little breaths here, little shaky breaths. Okay, no worries. And you don't have to come up very high. You might be right here. We're strengthening those back muscles. And then lower. Make a little pillow for your head. Bend your knees. And windshield wiper the legs side to side. Or draw circles. Notice your breath. Notice your quads rolling over your thigh muscles here. Give them a little massage. And then tuck your toes, lengthen your legs. Lift your knees right off the mat and stretch the back of your legs. Take your arms out. Let's take our legs out. We're going to do that lift again with arms and legs at the same time. We're going to come into a big 5-pointed star here. Chin to the mat. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale, spread the toes, spread the fingers. Keep breathing as best you can. You're on your belly, your pubic bone and your hip bones, your as-is bones. Spread the toes, spread the fingers. Imagine you're skydiving. Good. One more breath. In and out. Come on down. Rest your head on the pillow of your hands. Lift those feet. And any movement here. Maybe a figure 8. Tracing a figure 8 with your feet. Beautiful. Nicely done. So it's great to strengthen all the back muscles. It's good for your low back. So any amount of movement there, it doesn't have to be far. Even if you're just coming up a little, okay, it's gonna help with your back strength. Let's bring our hands right next to the chest, tuck the toes, and press back up to that plank, and come back to your tabletop. And we can't go without a down dog, so let's come into a nice inversion here. It's gonna feel good to stretch that low back. So you're gonna take your tabletop, tuck your toes. I like to lift my knees first and just hover off the mat a couple inches. Look at your hands. Are they facing forward? Index finger facing forward. Fingers are spread apart. Use your thumb, all the finger pads, thumb, pinky, ring finger. Press down. Inhale here. Exhale, press the mat away and look at your toes. Okay, your knees are bent. You're on your toes. Breathe. Nice long arms. My ears are right in between my arms. And then I'm going to pedal out my feet. In yoga, we say walk the dog. Heels toward the earth. They don't have to touch. Okay, a lot of people are tight and doing other activities or sports. Might be and even just the shape of their body and bones, okay? Their down dog might be more like this. Heels might never come to the ground. It might look like that. You just don't want it to be forward. Try to press the earth away. Bring your head in between your arms. Bend your knees. Lengthen. Sits bones are stretching towards the back of me. Any adjustments with those hands? Maybe a little wider. What feels right for you might not be quite right for me. Sometimes we widen the hands. We very seldom will bring them closer together. So if you need a little more width for your shoulders, and then again, pedal out the feet. Down dog is a great pose. Not for those with glaucoma. Okay, it's an inversion. So any conditions that don't allow you to do an inversion, just be mindful of that. Otherwise, it's a good pose because the blood is running down towards my head, right? You're getting a big stretch in the legs, the arms. You're strengthening the shoulders. I'm sure you feel that. If it's a little bit much, come on down. We're going to come down anyway. So that's downward facing dog. Come to your table. You can always come to that child's pose. We call it wisdom pose in yoga. You can also retreat those arms back behind you, forehead to the mat. Take a few breaths here. Tops of the hands can come to the mat and you can melt your shoulders. Just let them drape across the back. Tapping back into the breath. The ABCs, right? Allowing your experience to happen. Accepting it all. Breathing. Noticing the breath and being curious and childlike. Come on up forward. Speaking of childlike, we're going to come down onto our mats. If you remember rocking and rolling, you can rock and roll. Getting a little massage on your back and being childlike again, just playful. Remembering what it's like to be a kid. Always want to keep some of those qualities. Coming onto our backs. Knees are bent. And we're going to do a nice little bridge flow here, a twist, and then Shavasana. So take your feet hip width distance apart, plant them on the mat, knees are bent up towards the sky, thighs are parallel, arms down by your sides. You're going to keep those legs parallel. As you inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms, tuck the chin. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Tuck your chin, look down by your knees, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, press into the feet. Keep those thighs together, okay? You want a sensation of squeezing a block in between the thighs. If you have a block or a pillow, you can put it in between the thighs and squeeze, maybe a book. Inhaling up and exhaling down. So you're kind of regulating the breath to go with your movements. Okay, and this is really, really good for you. Slowing things down. You're toning your vagus nerve. You're calming the breath, calming the mind, and calming your whole system. My movements are slow and steady. It's a mindful yoga. Last one, press into the feet, lift the hips, slowly lower down, feeling the vertebra, top of the back, mid-back, low back, tailbone. Good, good, good. We're going to take that right leg in towards the chest and shoulder. Left leg extends long. Breathe in. Flex the left foot. Press out through the heel. Get a lot of length in these hip flexors. Just let them stretch as you compress the other side. Take this leg a little over to the right, just to avoid the rib cage. Breathe in. And on your exhale, we're going to cross it over for a simple twist. Extend your right arm out to the side, palm up or down. I like my palm facing down. A little resistance against the floor as I twist. Take your gaze over to the right. Right leg is crossing over to the left. A lot going on. Soften the shoulders. If this leg needs a little support, you can support this with a block or some pillows. Okay? You want to feel connected to the earth, connected to have this leg ground on something. This is a relaxing twist. Make sure your left leg is nice and long for your twist. So there's space. You're massaging the internal organs. Melt the shoulders down to the earth. Soften your gaze here or close the eyes. Take the gaze back up towards the sky. Bring that right leg back into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Stretch that leg up towards the sky. Flex the foot. Press out through the heel. Point the toes and lower that leg. Good. Shift the hips a little. Take the left leg in and give it a hug. Try to rest those shoulders down towards the mat. Take that bent leg a little out to the left. Lengthen that left leg nice and long, opening up the right side as you compress the left side. Let the shoulders melt, tuck the chin slightly. Make sure you're not like this. Okay, you always want to have that neck, back of the neck nice and long. It's an extension of your spine. Inhale here. Exhale, cross the leg over the body, bringing it to a block or to the ground or to a pillow, a blanket. The knee is up kind of high here, okay? Hips can stack. Take your left arm out to the left. Take your gaze over to the left. Soften. You can use your right hand for a little assist, a little bit of a weight to take your twist a little deeper. Soften the shoulders, let them melt. Release any tension in your face, your jaw, your eyes. Maybe call up some gratitude here, our intention at the beginning of practice. What are you grateful for today? Grateful for our homes, our family. Grateful for our breath. Maybe our health, right? A lot of us are quite healthy. So grateful for that. I'm grateful for the sunshine today, blue sky today. Bring that leg back in, give it a hug. Exhale, lengthen that leg up towards the sky, flex the foot, press out through the heel, point the toes and lower the leg. Good. And then just wiggle your hips a little. Take the arms up and over the head. Nice full body stretch here. Spread your toes, spread your fingers. We're going to make our way into Shavasana. So take the legs apart and we'll open the feet. Let the ankles fall open, feet fall open. Bring the arms down by your sides. Feel free to grab a blanket and cover up with a blanket if you're feeling a little cold. Or you can just drape it over your belly. If you have an eye pillow or a little something to put over your eyes, you can do that as well. Shavasana asana. Don't skip it. It's one of the most important asanas. This is where we reap the benefits of our practice. We can let go here of any efforting, any control of the breath and the body. This is where we soften completely. Notice if you're carrying any tension, let it go. Imagine maybe you're on the beach and you're just softening into the sand, melting into the earth. Relaxing everything from head to toe. Just noticing a feeling of letting go. The prana that you stirred up is healing you right now, so let it heal you as you lay still. Let it swim around and do its work. The body's very intelligent. It just needs to move. It needs to feel. It needs to rest. stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. For some of you, that will be your favorite pose. For others of you, that's going to be a difficult pose, to sit still and to just be. Wherever you are, just allow, allow, allow. Take good care of yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm truly very grateful to be able to teach and to be with you somehow virtually. I am with you in spirit. Namaste. Until next time, like, subscribe, and follow me. Go to my Facebook page, or you can go to my website, yogawithjudy.org. Thank you.